Ayo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Ace. This is Fantasized Football. We are back once again, bringing y'all some more fantasy football content for the 2021 fantasy football season. And it's Friday, and it's time for another mock draft with your boy, my boy, and each and every one of y'all. The gang is all here. But before we get into specifics, quick shout out to each and every one of y'all that come by on a weekly basis, showing your boy some love and support, helping the channel grow. It really, honestly means the world to me. I could not thank you guys enough for all your support. It is really just heartwarming. Thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel and you do enjoy this video, first of all, welcome. If you do enjoy this video, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Help me reach my goal of 300 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the fantasy football season. So yes, we are here doing another mock draft on Fantasy Pros. Today, I bring to you a 12-team full PPR mock draft with one quarterback, two running backs, two receivers, a tight end, double flex, and 7 bench spots. I don't have anywhere in specific that I'm trying to draft from, so you know what? Let's just hit randomize. See what we get. We did 6 last week, so let's not do 7. We got 5th. We did 6 last time. Let's not do 5th. First, actually, you know what? I just did first like 2 or 3 weeks ago now, but I actually was asked to do a 12-team full PPR from the first spot. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I'm down. Let's go. Because the first mock I did was, we'll just start our draft. The first mock I did on this channel was 12-team half PPR from the 1-on-1. So I was asked to do this, so let's just do it. Let's pull up our rosters. We don't even have to pull up the cheat sheet just yet. We're picking Christian McCaffrey, and it's not really fucking close. We talked about that earlier this week. Kind of good segue there. We had the video earlier this week, if you haven't checked it out, why Christian McCaffrey is my 101, and it's not particularly close. I absolutely love Christian McCaffrey this season, as most people do. He's an absolute stud. Little injury-riddled season last year. Don't give a shit. He's a beast. Going to be heavily involved, even if he doesn't handle the same workload he did in 2019. It is 100% within the range of outcomes that if he's even close to that, he finishes as the RB1, and it's probably more likely if he plays 17 games. So we start off, of course, with Christian McCaffrey. After that, we see Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry, Zeke, Devontae Adams, Saquon, Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, Calvin Ridley at the 110. Woof. Travis Kelce, Jonathan Taylor round out the first. The second starts with Eckler, Tyreek Hill, Clyde, Stephon Diggs, Mixon, Justin Jefferson, Hopkins, Najee, DK, Patrick Mahomes, and Keenan Allen, and now it's back on us, right? So let's pull up the cheat sheet. Let's open shit up a little bit over here. Bing, bang, bop, boop. So when we look at wide receiver, we got A.J. Brown still available, right? Allen Robinson's there too. Tight end, we got Darren Waller. We got George Kittle. And then running back, we have Antonio Gibson. So I'm doing this now. Now we've pivoted a little bit because somebody asked me to do this one, right? So I'm going to do this as if I'm drafting my team. And if this happens, it's a fucking no-brainer. I'm taking Antonio Gibson. It's not close. It's literally not even close. It's literally not even close. I'm taking Antonio Gibson there just because I think there's so much upside, and I think he's safe too. I really do. We've seen the reports. I talked about this earlier this week too in the 5 players I don't want to leave my draft without video. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to go check it out. Boom, 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 boom. But yes, Antonio Gibson I think is safe. I think there's a high ceiling. I think he's going to be more involved in the rushing game, more involved in the receiving game this season, and the offense is going to be better. So it's a no-brainer for me. And now here is where I have a decision to make. Because there's 2 players I really like here. Well, there's 3 actually. I really like DeAndre Swift too, especially in full PPR. Do I really start triple running back? I'm probably not going to start triple running back here, even though I say a lot of time if there's 3 top 15 guys, I'll just go running back, because I have McCaffrey, and I have Gibson, who I like a lot too. So let me just lock in either A.J. Brown or Darren Waller. Now, in a 10-team league, I would 100% be leaning towards Darren Waller right here. But because this is a 12-team league, the positional advantage isn't as important to me, right? So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just grab A.J. Brown here because I think A.J. Brown can be an absolute monster. He has the upside to finish as the wide receiver 1 this season. Only going to be more efficient. Already been hyper efficient with Julio in this offense. I mean, that might seem a little counterintuitive with with that kind of thought process that A.J. Brown could be better with Julio, but I just think this offense will be more efficient. In turn, A.J. Brown will be even more efficient. Now, going over back to the draft board, after we take A.J. Brown, we see DeAndre Swift, George Kittle, Darren Waller, Terry McLaurin, Allen Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, Chris Godwin, Julio, Robert Woods, Montgomery, Mike Evans. Round out the third, and the fourth starts with Amari Cooper, J.K. Dobbins, Cooper Kupp, Miles Sanders, Etienne, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Deontay, Chris Carson, Josh Jacobs, and Mike Davis. So we see a big, not a run necessarily, but a lot of running backs going this round. Kind of scares me. Kind of wishing I went with Swift there, but then I would be without a true wide receiver one there, which would have been tough. And we have McCaffrey, we have Gibson, so we feel pretty confident at running back. Anyways, so let's pull up our cheat sheet, right? So, great, beautiful. All right, so at wide receiver, we have DJ Moore available. We have Tyler Lockett, who I'm fading, Adam Thielen, T. Higgins. Guys I like in T. Higgins. I do like DJ Moore a lot, too. Running back, Darrell Henderson is there. Kareem Hunt, Myles Gaskin, too. We're kind of off the Myles Gaskin train a little bit ever since the preseason started, and we're seeing Malcolm Brown starting over him, and it's going to be a three-back system. I think he's going to end up turning into an insane value because I just think he's a better player than Malcolm Brown and Salvon Ahmed. But for right now, we're kind of just fading that. So I think I know what one of my picks here is. I actually know what both of them are. So you know what? Here in the fourth round, first pick of the fourth, I'm going to take Darrell Henderson and lock in my running back core. My running back core is very, very, very strong now, right? Henderson should be the lead back for the Rams now with Cam Akers out for the season. All reports, they're holding him out of preseason. They want him to be healthy, even if he's not the absolute workhorse. The upside is there. Getting him in the fourth round, I feel like, is okay. I mean, I would prefer him in the fifth, but here, when running backs dried up, if I don't take him here, in my next swing, I'm going to be looking at probably guys like Damian Harris, maybe Edmonds or Javonte falls to me, and I'm just not comfortable with them as my RB3. Now, we have another decision to make here, right? So we have McCaffrey, we have Gibson, we have A.J. Brown, Darrell Henderson is there. Now, this is full PPR, right? So I could go with DJ Moore, I could go with T. Higgins, whatever, but I'm okay with waiting and even maybe Jamar Chase falls to me. Even Cortland Sutton's a guy I like a lot. Even with he's not 100% yet. Even Robbie Anderson is my wide receiver too. When I have A.J. Brown, I don't hate. So I'm going to go for some positional advantage. I'm going to grab T.J. Hockenson here. I think I might have taken Hockenson last time, but I don't give a shit. I just love T.J. Hockenson, especially in full PPR. I just think he's going to be the target leader on the team. I've said this a bunch. I'm beating a dead horse here. But T.J. Hockenson has a lot of upside this season. I think that he can come in and handle 130 or so targets, be like a 90, 95 catch guy, and be an absolute stud, especially for the tight end position for fantasy football, especially in full PPR. Fuck. A lot of running backs came off. Oh, man, boy. Wide receivers. So, after we go with Hawk and Darrell Henderson, we see DJ Moore, Thielen, Lockett, Pitts, Myles Gaskin, Ayuk, Kenny Golladay, Mark Andrews, Jamar Chase, Lamar, and Juju come off. And then in the sixth, we see T. Higgins, Odell, Kareem Hunt, Michael Thomas, Tyler Boyd, Robbie Anderson, Javonte, Chase Claypool, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and Aaron Rodgers come off the board. And now it's back on us. I'm fucking horrified to look at wide receiver right now. Horrified. Ooh, first name I see is Brandon Cooks. Yuck. Woof. All right. So in this case, right? Let's look. Okay. We might have to pivot a little bit. We might have to pivot a little bit here, boys and girls. We might have to pivot a little bit. I'm going to take a receiver with one of these two. Man. Do you take Brandon Cooks here? I'm going to get ballsy. I'm getting ballsy here. I'm getting very ballsy here. I'm definitely getting ballsy here. I'm taking Will Fuller. He's suspended week 1, but I'll just get somebody that I feel like I can just throw in there week 1, even if it's later on, just to kind of fill in the void. And Will Fuller, the upside, is tremendous, right? I'm going to have to get a safer wide receiver 3 or 4 that can kind of fill in worst case scenario, but getting Will Fuller here with the team that I have built right now, even if I don't have him week 1, does not scare me too much. Now, I could go with another wide receiver here, But Dak's still available. In the 7th? Yeah. 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 Actually, do I like Russ more than Dak? Yeah, I think I do right now. Now with the shoulder. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take Russell Wilson here. I got a lot of positional advantage. I know I say a lot of time I don't care as much about positional advantage in 12-team leagues, but when value falls to you like there with Russ, it makes sense to do it. So that's why I decided to go in that direction. Like, look at this start. We have Russell Wilson who could finish. He could finish as the QB1, but he could finish top 3. It's within the range of outcomes. I'd say it's about probably leaning towards closer to that he finishes top 5 at the position. McCaffrey, probably the RB1. Gibson could finish, top 5, top 6 if everything goes his way. A.J. Brown could be the wide receiver 1. Will Fuller could be a wide receiver 1. T.J. Hockenson could be like a top 3, 4 tight end. Henderson could be probably like a middling RB2 at his ceiling. So we have a lot of upside here, right? So that's kind of how I'm going about this team. This is where I start taking shots. That's why I went with Will Fuller, and then I grabbed Russell Wilson. Do I have kickers and defense? Oh my God, I have kickers and defenses in here. Oh my God, I didn't even realize I had kickers and defense. I guess we're doing kickers and defense this week, boys and girls. So after Russ, we see Brandon Cooks, Edmonds, Debo, Devontae Smith, DJ Chark, Trey Sermon, Dak, Pittman, Noah Fant, Antonio Brown, Justin Herbert. So I got to power through this now that we got kickers and defense. James Robinson, Jarvis Landry, Joe Burrow, Rams T in the 8th, Laviska, Darnell Mooney, Michael Gallup, Tom Brady, Raheem Mostert, Logan Thomas, Curtis. Fuck, and it's back on us. Damn it. Curtis Samuel went. That sucks. All right, so we need to fill in skill positions here, right? There's a few running backs I like. Ooh, wide receiver is looking fucking ugly, dude. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Wide receiver is looking ugly. Ugly. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm thinking I'm going to go with Marvin Jones. I'm going to take Marvin Jones. He's looked good in preseason. I expect that he will probably be early on, at least, one of the top target getters on this team. I mean, he's the only one that this regimen brought in on his own. So if that's the case, then Marvin Jones does have a lot of upside. I don't know how safe he is, but with how my team's built, like I said, I'm not too concerned about that. And now we have to make another pick here. So running back, I do want to get one more running back at least, but it's a question of do I want to get another wide receiver here because I'm a little weak at the position, or do I want to wait? Because if I wait, I'm kind of fucked. I'm kind of fucked if I even in at running back, but I'm strong. I'm top heavy at running back. You know what? Let's get another wide receiver here. We got Corey Davis, Mike Williams. We're not going to take Parker because we got Fuller, Hollywood, Jalen Waddle, Mecole Hardman, Elijah Moore, blah, 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 blah. No one I really like here. We're pivoting. Nope, we're doing it. We're pivoting. I think I'm going to go with... Oh, Melvin Gordon's still here? I'm going to take Melvin Gordon. I mean, I'm just going to take Melvin Gordon to be like my flex week 1, and then I'm going to put Marvin Jones in my wide receiver spot or whoever I take next or whatever. But Melvin Gordon could start off the season really strong, and if that's the case, having him as our second flex most week is going to be craziness getting him there this late. If Melvin Gordon wasn't available to you, I probably would have went with Michael Carter. Either Michael Carter or maybe Damian Harris, but in full PPR, probably would have leaned towards Michael Carter. So after we go with Melvin Gordon, we see Michael Carter come off. Tampa Bay defense, Damian Harris, Leonard Fournette, Jalen Waddle, Mecole Hardman, James Conner, Zach Moss, David Johnson, Ronald Jones, Mike Williams. 10th starts with Tunyon, A.J. Dillon, Kenyon Drake, Tony Pollard, Sterling Shepard, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Devin Singletary, Jamal Williams, Marquise Brown, and Russell Gage, and now it's back on us, motherfucker. All right, so let's pull up the cheat sheet. We're pretty much good on running back. Maybe take a shot a little later on, but we do need to load up on wide receiver now because we are set up at quarterback and at our at tight end. So, oh fuck, Devontae Parker's still there. God, that sucks. I have Will Fuller. I don't want to take both of them. What the fuck is up with Cole Beasley? I mean, dude, this is like a weird one because this is all gonna come down to like what happens with the NFL and like COVID and stuff. Because Lord knows Beasley ain't getting fucking vaccinated. But if Beasley's playing, I'm taking Cole Beasley here. And if not, I mean, that would probably shoot Gabe Davis up a lot. I mean, I probably wouldn't take him there, but maybe I'd look at like John Brown. But here, this is like the perfect pick for me, barring that Cole Beasley plays, because Cole Beasley's so safe, right? And I said I needed a safer guy. So week one, I could play Marvin Jones or I could play Cole Beasley while I wait for Will Fuller to come back. And then in that case, Melvin Gordon's in my flex, or maybe Marvin Jones and Cole Beasley I start, whatever it may be. But yes, like I mentioned, we do need to load up a bit on wide receiver. So let's just keep looking there. I mean, I'm not going to take Devontae Parker. I'm not going to take T.Y. Henry Ruggs has a lot of upside, but I just don't trust him or this offense to throw the ball to him too much. I actually kind of like John Brown a little more, I think. But the draft capital is there with Henry Ruggs. They also did just pay John Brown. You got Traquan Smith, who I do like a bit. Unfortunately, my boy Rashad Bateman's hurt. How bad is that injury? Let me read it. Except for the groin injury, he was undergone, so he should return sometime in September. Yeah, no, he's going to be out for a while. I don't like that. So wide receiver's a little dry. I'm not really super excited on anyone here. We do have 4 wide receivers, so we don't necessarily have to do that. You know what? Let's pivot. Let's pivot a little bit. Let's go with high upside at the running back position. Yeah, you know what? I think or if I wait, there's a guy that I like, but he might not make it back to me. Nah, you know what? I'm fine with that. Let's go with a wide receiver. I'm all over the fucking place today. God, dude. You know what? Let's take Ruggs. Let's shoot for the upside with Ruggs, right? I usually take John Brown, but Ruggs obviously has a lot more upside. He has first round draft capital. I mean, he could just turn it all around this season. We don't have Waller. We don't have any shares of this offense. Worst case scenario, if he stinks, we cut him. But if he does come into form, then we did just get an absolute steal there. So whatever, let's just roll that. So after we go with Ruggs, we see Nyheim Hines, Jalen Reagor, Ryan Tannehill, Steelers D, Devontae Parker, Alexander Madison, Tariq Cohen, Gus Edwards, Coleman, Washington football team D, J.D. McKissick, round out the 11th to 12th goes Goddard, L.T. Murray, Mike Gesicki, Stafford, Bateman, Jacoby Myers, Tyler Higbee, Marquez Callaway, Jalen Hurts, Philip Lindsay, and Emmanuel Sanders. He's actually probably going to get drafted now because of Michael Thomas. I didn't really think about that. That's really just not a bad pick at all. Okay. So our guy fell back to us. I am taking Gio Bernard to be my running back 5 here. Not like the upside isn't huge for him, but I feel like he can fill in as a flex. You know what I mean? Because Brady loves his pass catching running backs. If he's like James White of old, or like even like if he was like Danny Woodhead, that'd be incredible. But he's not going to be very involved in the receiving game. But I mean in the rushing game. But if he's getting 6 targets a week, you know what I mean? He could be like a viable flex. If he scores a touchdown, he'd probably get 4 or 5 carries too. Scores a touchdown. Could be a good flex in PPR. So that's why I want Gio Bernard, so I don't have to worry about the running back position anymore. And then we're going to look at wide receiver once again. We have T.Y. Hilton, Nelson Aguilar, Traquan Smith, Gabe Davis is there, John Brown's there, Rondell Moore. Some guys I like a little further down as well, but we could probably wait on them. T.Y. is just not a guy that excites me here at all. I want to go with something that I find like a little more exciting here, probably like more of an upside pick. I can probably wait till next round to get that. Yeah, I think I might have done this. I did this last week or 2 weeks ago, but I'm going to just take Traquan Smith, man. It's like, even if it's only like the first few weeks of the season, he could be really good. Like, they have to throw the ball to someone. It could be Marquez Callaway. They're going to throw the ball to Kamara a lot, obviously. It could be Troutman. But Traquan Smith is poised to be the wide receiver 1, at least up to my knowledge at this point. And if that's not the case, whatever. Again, another guy I can just cut. We're just going for depth here at wide receiver. Fuck, my guy went. Terrace Marshall. So, after Traquan Smith, we see James White, T.Y. Hilton, Bills D, Xavier Jones. Good pick. I like that. Look at Xavier Jones late in your drafts. I should have taken Xavier Jones. Fuck, I should have taken Xavier Jones. Damn. Or Xavier Jones, whatever it is. Because, I mean, you don't get a James Robinson every year, but he could be a James Robinson. Ravens D, Irv Smith, Adam Troutman, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, Aguilar, Rashad Penny. 14 starts with Matt Ryan, Chuba Hubbard, Darrell Williams, Gabe Davis, Cole Kmet, Damian Williams, Kenneth Gainwell, Trey Lance, Terrace Marshall, Malcolm Brown, Johnny Smith. We got to fucking power through these last few rounds. How many rounds do we have left? 3 rounds. All right, we're fucking powering through this shit. We're powering through this shit. We're powering through this shit. All right, I want to take John Brown. Fuck. Terrence Marshall's gone. Fuck. We have Hockenson. Fuck. I want a backup tight end or a backup quarterback. Do you know what I really like? Yeah, no. I'm not a quarterback. Maybe tight end. Evan Ingram. Yeah. No. No. All right. No. Back to wide receiver. Sorry. I'm all over the fucking place, like I said. I think I'm leaning Amon-Ra. I'm going to take... Well, I have Hockenson, though. Do I think this team's going to throw the ball enough for that to be worth it? Whatever, fuck it. I'm throwing darts at this point. I'm going to take Amon-Ra St. Brown. 2 Lions players, not something that's super exciting for me, but, you know, whatever, man. I'm just taking a shot there. He could lead the team and lead the receiver corps and the receiver corps in targets at least. I mean, they're probably going to have to throw the ball a shit ton because they're going to stink anyways, and they have a decent line. They have an actually pretty good line, so Jared Goff might have enough time to throw. Maybe Amon-Ra St. Brown's his favorite target. He's got a history with slot receivers with Cooper Kupp, so we'll see what happens. That's kind of what the play was there for us, but where the fuck are kickers in defense? I'm thinking about just doing it here. Oh, the disrespect is so real. It's so real. You know what? Yeah, let's lock in a D. Let's lock in a D. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's take the 49ers defense. 49ers defense should bounce back this year. They should be relatively healthy, I mean, comparatively with last season where they were beat the fuck up. So we just take San Francisco. This is my first mock doing with defenses. So San Francisco falling here, you know, I think that's a good value. So just go ahead and grab them. I mean, defenses I usually wait till the last round and kickers. But what happened with the – let's look at the draft board. Let's see what happened before I even talk about this. All right, so after 49ers D, we see Evan Ingram, Mark Ingram, Salvin Ahmed, Justin Jackson, Marlon Mack, Darrington Evans, Sony Michel, Todd Gurley, John Brown, Randall Cobb, Boston Scott, 15th, oh my God, 16 stars with Colts, Colts D, Baker Mayfield, Saints D, Gronk, Justin Tucker, Cleveland Browns D, Benny Snell, Hunter Henry, Rondell Moore, Paris Campbell, Miami Dolphins. I'm just making a statement here and picking this guy first. The fucking disrespect for my boy Young Ho. The disrespect. K1, bro. K1. Not K11. K1. K1. Young Wei. Wearing the colors. Young Wei. Yeah, I made a statement by picking Young Wei there. We need to make one more pick. We're probably just going to take another wide receiver here. Just shoot for the moon with some upside. Let's see who's there. Christian Kirk, Rashad Perriman, Crowder's still there. Slayton, Brian Edwards, AJ Green, Alan Lazard. Sammy Watkins, MVS, Tyrell Williams, Denzel Mims, a bunch of shit that I don't really like. Sean Jackson. I think I'm going way too deep here. I'm in too deep, said I'm in too deep. I gotta finish this shit. Alan Lazard. I'm taking Alan Lazard. I haven't drafted Alan Lazard at all. Now that Aaron Rodgers is back, fuck it. I mean, Alan Lazard could be the wide receiver 2 on this team. He started off the season great last season. He's coming off the injury. Should be fully healthy. Should be ready to go. So I am just fine with that. But let's take a quick look at our team. We have Russell Wilson at quarterback, Christian McCaffrey at running back, Antonio Gibson as our RB2, A.J. Brown as our wide receiver 1, Will Fuller is our wide receiver 2, but he's going to miss week 1, so we're probably going to be moving Marvin Jones in there for him and then putting Melvin Gordon in our flex for week 1 at least. Hockenson at tight end, Darrell Henderson as our other flex, and then our other flexes are a combination of Marvin Jones, Melvin Gordon, Cole Beasley, Henry Ruggs, Gio Bernard, Traquan Smith, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Alan Lazard, San Francisco D, and my boy Young Ho Koo, K1. K1 Young Ho Koo. Young Wei Koo. Yeah, they gave me an A-, man. I mean, based on how this draft went, I kind of pivoted. A lot of time I like to be a little safer earlier, but Will Fuller, like how wide receiver dried up, I just saw Fuller being the only guy that I looked at that said, hey, this guy has true wide receiver 1, like not overall wide receiver 1 upside. So that's why I went with Fuller and kind of filled it in. I would have liked to have someone a little safer than Marvin Jones, but Cole Beasley, if he plays, is safe. So I do have that floor play there if I need it. We're strong at running back. We're very strong at quarterback with Russ. Strong at tight end with Hockenson. You would think at least. pretty good bench, a lot of upside there. Good kicker, good defense. Didn't even mean for them to be in there, but that is it. That is all there is. I am done with the mock. Let me know what y'all thought. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment. Let me know if there's any mocks you want to see. I mean, mock season's almost coming to an end, so if there's one you want to see, let me know now. Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed the mock, what you would have done differently, things you liked that I did, things you didn't like that I did, and subscribe to the channel. Help me reach my goal of 300 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the fantasy football season. I would really, really appreciate it. But that is it. That is all. Actually, no, it's not. Socials, podcast link down in the description. Click that shit. Follow me on Insta. Follow me on Twitter. 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Really, really appreciate that. That is it. That is all. That is all there is. Me, my boy, we are out for this week. We will catch y'all next time. And as always, thank you. Love you. Peace.